Motion paths are widely used in a lot of the storyline projects that people put out. And so today we're going to look at a particular type of motion path where something is not just moving across the screen, for example, but rolling across the screen. So on the slide, you see I have two images of cars. And as I trigger these to move, you'll see the first one, it just moves like a standard motion path, which is what you see a lot of. What we're going to talk about doing today is, as I click on this car, you'll see that the wheels are going to roll. So instead of the car just moving statically across, it gives the illusion that it's actually rolling across the screen. So let's talk about how we would build something like that. And I'll just close this preview. And let's look here under the hood. You'll see that we've already added the motion paths to these objects, and the triggers on them are very simple. And I added a hotspot just to make it easier for us to click on the hotspot to cause something to move. And you can see on this one, it really is just a motion path that says, hey, move this car across the slide. The other one, though, this hotspot's doing more. It's actually moving multiple items. To create the rolling effect, we broke this icon down into the car and then also the wheels, which were treated separately. And so let me show you the trick on how to do this. And there are a couple of ways of doing it. With the new emphasis animation, it makes it, I think, a little bit easier. So I have a sample wheel. We're just gonna play with one of these to show you how we created that effect. And we just had them all moving at the same time and the same length to pull off the effect. So first, I'm going to add an motion path to this wheel. So I'm going to come up here to the Animations tab, and then I'm going to choose a motion path. I'm going to move it in a straight line, so I'm going to choose a line. And from here, I have some choices to make. One, I'm going to choose Path Options to move it to the right. And you can see it's going right now, this 180 pixels. And then I can choose what pixel length I want, either by dragging it. I tend to adjust it with the pixel count here. So let's say we go up to 1400. And so this wheel is going to start here and it's going to end up here. And right now it's taking about 2 seconds for that to happen. If you want it to go slower, you can slow that down by increasing the time for that to happen. So that's the motion that's going to be moving. There is one more thing we're going to adjust here, and that's going to be under Path Options and under Direction, which is easing direction. We're going to say None. So what easing does is it starts slow and then speeds up and then slows down again if you have easing on, and we're turning it off so that it moves the same speed throughout the entire motion. And you'll see that with this one, I'm calling it sample wheel, you'll see that there is going to be a trigger that's saying move sample wheel along this motion, when the timeline starts on sample wheel. And I'm just probably going to add a hotspot to this one as well, just to show you how that would work. So right now, if I were just to play it, you'll just see it moving across. Like so. So let's close this preview. And now we're going to have it not just move, but also roll. And one of the ways we can do that is with one of the newer emphasis animations. So I'm going to have this selected, the item, and I'm going to come up and add an emphasis animation. And the one that I'm looking for is rotate. Now, the key for rotation and using motion at the same time is I want this duration to match the motion path. So that's going to be important. I don't want it to stop spinning before the end of the motion, or I don't want it to get to the end and still be spinning. So I'm going to change this to 3 seconds as well. And then under the effect options here for the motion path, I'm going to remove the easing as well, because effect, emphasis animation, and motion path both have easing. So I'm going to take the easing off. And then one more thing on the rotation is I do want it to roll to the right. So I want to change that direction. Now, it is also a triggered animation, and you'll see this one is when the user clicks the sample wheel. So instead of adding a hotspot, I could just do the same thing. I'll just say when the user clicks the sample wheel. And so now we will preview this slide. And as I click this wheel, it rolls across the screen. Now, you can do the spin entrance animation or not, but I do think that the option to add the emphasis animation makes this work a little bit smooth. It's not exactly what you might want, but it's pretty close. And then you would just, an icon like this down here, I just took the wheel portion of this icon off, and you can do that here. I'll show you by poking those freeform items out in the eye so they did not appear here, and then I duplicated them and then replaced those. So they're really three separate items moving at the same time. So that's how you can create something that looks like it's rolling versus just moving across the screen. So thanks for watching. At UConn Learning, we're all about making e-learning easy for everyone. So whether you're new to course development or experienced, we're here to help you create more effective learning. You can visit us at uconnlearning.com.